Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 12th of April and this time I have some interesting news regarding the Xbox One. Some of you may have seen the comments, or rather the criticisms that were directed towards the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 from the Natural Resources Defense Council, which basically, well, criticised them for the amount of power consumed by their rest states that of course allow for the rather lovely features of background downloads, system updates and apps. And of course for the Xbox One, it's how it is when it's listening for you to say Xbox on. Now Microsoft has actually responded to these criticisms by basically highlighting the energy saving options for you to fully power down the console, and also promising to offer energy saving mode as an option when you first set up your console in the US. So basically, say you haven't bought an Xbox One, you go out and buy one, you set it up, and it'll probably say, hey, did you know that you can have an energy saving mode? It will not allow these features X, Y and Z. Now, for those of you who actually missed the criticisms, I'm just going to go over the sort of overview of what they said. Basically, they said that the PS4 used 2 to 3 times as much power as their predecessors, and they actually went so far as to single out the Xbox One as being particularly wasteful. And the NRDC said that the Xbox One accounts for an extra $250 million in energy bill spending in the United States. However, Microsoft did say in a recent blog post that updates to the OS have helped reduce the power consumption of Instant On mode by 1/3 since they actually launched. And as I said previously, they are going to be highlighting the energy saving modes when you initially set up the consoles for new users. As well as this, well, in Europe, to comply with European laws, Instant On was actually something you had to enable, whereas in the US it was activated by default. Now, I do also have a little bit of a statement here from Microsoft regarding all this, and they had this to say, quote, when factoring the monthly system updates, new features in apps and games, and automatic mobile purchase downloads, the Instant On setting easily saves users countless hours of needlessly waiting. And they went on to say that deactivating the Instant On mode would save customers an average of $6 to $15 in energy costs per year. However, if you do wish to enable energy saving mode, basically go to home screen, press menu, select settings and power and startup, and the energy saving mode is there. But to be honest, I think many of you are going to be thinking the same thing. $15 a year? Is that it? I'd rather pay that extra a year than have to wait hours upon hours with my crap internet or whatever for a game or update to download. And I think many people would feel the same. That is the usefulness of the resting state of the PS4 and Xbox One, in that, say you have a slightly dodgy internet connection, or it's the best in your area and it's still kind of slow for big downloads, because, you know, digital games and their day one patches are pretty huge nowadays, and if you don't have the good internet connection, they can take a while. So you leave your console to download in the background when you go to work or whatever. You come back and hey, you can just pick up and play as soon as you get home from work, rather than then having to download it and probably having to go to bed before it's downloaded. So I think a lot of people would be more than willing to pay this extra in terms of energy costs rather than endlessly waiting for hours on end for updates to download. So at least Microsoft have responded, and they are going to be highlighting the energy saving mode, but I do hope they explain that, well, you're not going to have these key features, which to be honest are one of the best features of both the Xbox One and the PS4. Personally, $15 a year isn't that much. Of course, it does add up. They did say that the total is $250 million extra spending in the United States, but of course that is spread across a load of people. So obviously, if you're trying to cut costs, then you might want to consider enabling energy saving mode, except for when you know there's an update coming or something like that. Anyway, that is me done for this video, but do let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you next time.